Alrighty, what's up everybody? Peter Joseph here for an Easter Sunday afternoon video right here on the main channel, Killer of Demons 669. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you like the video, hit that subscribe button down below in the description box below on this channel and my other channels as well that are down below. And don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram if you dare. Share the video all over the internet. Most importantly, tap and slap that bell and turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next video. And if you do, well, that's your loss. And that's pretty much it. And if you're new here, welcome to the party, pal. We hope you enjoy the ride. And if you like what you see, you can leave a comment, but don't leave, disrespectful comments because it's going to get blocked. And that's it. Just stick to the topic at hand and, ask me questions about the topic of the video, whatever it may be. Unless it's a vlog, then you don't have to do that, but whatever you want to do. So if you want to leave a comment, good, but if you're going to be disrespectful, just get out of here. I got no time for that shit. I got other things to worry about than disrespectful people on YouTube. Because that's what it is. They're all disrespectful people, and then they need lives. And that's pretty much it. We got that. So once again, like, share, and subscribe. And if you want, leave a comment about the topic of the video. And share the video with your friends and enjoy. That's pretty much it. Alright. Happy Easter to everybody. It is Easter 2024, March the 30th, 2024 to be exact. Hope everybody's going to have a great day, a great meal with your families and loved ones. I will be going out in about an hour and a half from now to enjoy my Easter festivities with my family and the missus, of course. So it's just another day. We're going to have a great meal, watch a little baseball. No, the Mets are playing right now. I care less! Even though the Mets, they stunk up the joint yesterday, but it almost came back and won and tied the game. But they lost 7-6 to the Brewers. That idiot Rhys Hoskins, ugh. Should have got drilled in the first at-bat. It didn't take till, like, the 8th inning to, send the message to him, but the damage was already done. 4 RBIs yesterday, big-time home run. It pretty much was the nail in the coffin for the Mets. Even though, they were down 7-2, Beatty hits a 3-1 bomb to get the Mets closer, and then Pete Alonso, my boy, hit his first home run of the year. Alvarez hit his first home run of the year as well. But Alonso got the Mets to 7-6, but it was 1 out. So even if they got a guy on base, you had to get a home run to win. But Mets lost yesterday 7-6. They fall to 0-2 on the year. And Sean Manaea should be pitching today. I'm not looking forward to the game because I think they're going to get swept by the Brewers. 0-3 to start the season, not good. But got that. If you're a Yankee fan, you're very happy right now. Yankees 3-0 right now. Good pitching. Well, not that great pitching, but, the pitching's there, at least. Soto hit his first home run of the year. An oppo shot with the Stooge. Got that. Judgy Wudgy really not doing much. But just like Soto and a couple other guys on the team, doing the little things. The Yankees were pretty much the first 3 games were pretty much fighting from behind, and the Astros did what they do best at home, choke. And the Yankees just took advantage of a really bad pitching staff from the Astros, and the bullpen just stunk up the joint. And, last year the Astros were really bad at home, including the playoffs. They only won 1 stinking game. And pretty much they were great on the road, but, in the playoffs too, but, coming home, you have to win at home to go to the next round, and especially the World Series. And, Astros did a bad job at home. And, that's it. That's pretty much it. So, I think the Yankees are playing today. against the Astros again. So they could go to 4-0 today before going. They're still on the road. I think they start at home. I think this coming weekend. So we got that. So the Yankees are doing some good things. John Sterling, his call on that Juan Soto home run was just ridiculously lame and cringe. Oh, he did his hard, hit his far, hit his gone stuff, and then he goes, a Juan Soto photo, and then he goes, it's wonderful, marvelous. I'm like, shut up. John Sterling, the biggest Yankee dick rider next to Michael Kay and Mike Francesa, basically. All Yankee dick riders. It makes me want to throw up. Uncontrollably throw up. But it is what it is. But yeah, Yankee fans, enjoy your 3-0 record. Can you keep it going? I don't know. But I mean, it's early in the season. Game 4. Game 4 for you. Game 3 for the Mets. Mets hopefully getting a win today. And then they got the Tigers this week. Basically, Tuesday and Wednesday are going to be washouts, so they're probably going to play one game against the Tigers, which is tomorrow. Even though tomorrow morning into early tomorrow afternoon is going to rain, but I think the game's at 7 o'clock, so they should be able to play the game tomorrow. Tuesday and Wednesday, probably not. And then I think they're going on the road. They have an off day, I think, on Thursday. But Thursday's going to be a mess. So, if they didn't play Tuesday and Wednesday, and then they had to play a doubleheader on Thursday, they may get it in, but then they got to go right on the bus, and they're going to Cincinnati this coming weekend, which should be okay in Cincinnati, but, I mean, we'll see. It's supposed to be nice here in the Northeast this weekend. Cold, but by next week, by April the 8th, it's going to be like 61 degrees again. It's supposed to be 61 today, but right now it's around, my computer says 47, but my weather app says it's 56 degrees, so it's going to be 61 today, and then drop, and then tomorrow's going to be 50 degrees and rain, and then pretty much the rest of the week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, are going to be on and off rain. Tuesday and Wednesday are going to be washouts, and then Thursday morning, supposedly, we're getting 5 inches of snow. Ugh. Good thing I didn't put the snow melt away for the year. Still by still in my back room. So might have to take it out, throw a little snow melt out. Maybe, hopefully, not do any shelving because my back is shattered as it is. But it is shattered to the point I have to get an MRI in 2 weeks. So I'm a mess. But you already knew that. But it is what it is. My health's not the greatest, but, that's why I'm trying to, restart my life and, get better physically, mentally, and, emotionally, too. Been a really tough 3 months for me, but, so, just want to pull the plug for a little bit, take a little time off from here and see what happens in about a week or two. I would take a month off, but, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how long the break is. But most likely it's going to be about, I would say, 7 days. 7 to 10 days. So, normal mailing time. So, but I'll be back in about a week or two. But it is what it is. But when I do come back, it's going to be different and different format for my videos and my reviews and everything else. Rants will come here and there. On my respective channels. Predictions videos still on my Shadow Slayer channel. But, I mean, we'll see how everything goes. April 8th I will be doing a WrestleMania video. But then fully coming back probably that Wednesday for NXT. And then Dynamite that night. And then we'll go from there. And don't forget, 2 weeks from tomorrow, please, hopefully you paid your taxes, because you don't want to have IRS coming after you. And I'm not talking about Mike Rotunda. So, hopefully you paid your taxes, and eventually by the end of May, by Memorial Day, some of us will be getting our tax refunds. Hopefully you get a good one. If not, well, at least you got something from the good old IRS, from the government. But it is what it is, and that's it. Anyway, we got all that. So it is WrestleMania week. It's gonna be exciting tomorrow night at the Barclays Center for Raw. The Rock and Roman are gonna be there to basically kick the living crap out of Cody and Seth once again. And then Friday night SmackDown, the final SmackDown before Mania at the Wells Fargo Center for the Hall of Fame, the final SmackDown of the year. Also, we're gonna see the Raw after Mania at the Wells Fargo Center. NXT Stand and Deliver this Saturday afternoon from a different arena, of course, because I don't think it's gonna be at the Wells Fargo Center. I think it might be at the Licorice Center or the Acura Center, whatever it's called. That afternoon, and then everybody's going to be running towards Lincoln Financial Field for WrestleMania Night 1. Bring your jacket, because it's going to be cold that night, and Night 2. So, that's why WrestleMania should not be in the Northeast. I know next year might be in Minnesota, but at least it's in a dome. But going outside, you're going to feel it. It's going to be like a wind chill of minus 30. Because it never stops snowing in Minnesota unless it's like June or July, or August. Like 9 months out of the year, it's snowing there. And it's cold. So, if you go to WrestleMania next year in Minnesota, bring your scarves, bring your mittens, bring your hat, bring a fur coat, bring whatever you got, because it's going to be cold. But inside the arena, it's going to be hot, as you know why, but going outside and going to all those indie events and Access and everything in Minnesota, be careful because those roads are going to be slippery as you know what. But then again, I could be wrong, but we got that. But WrestleMania should be in warm weather states, like the West Coast, Florida, Texas, Louisiana. Could be in the Superdome once again, Atlanta, GA. Florida when it's not raining. Or a hurricane. Hurricane season's coming up pretty soon. It's April now. About to be April. Tomorrow is April. And it doesn't, hurricane season doesn't really kick in, I think, until maybe later in April or really May, June, and July. May through September and October really ramps up in the summertime. So, and hopefully we won't get any big, huge storms here in the Northeast, because we haven't had a big one in a while. But from what the forecasters are saying, we may get a major storm here in New York City. Hopefully, Puerto Rico doesn't get a big one, because they got spared a couple of times last hurricane season. But this year it might be different. Hopefully not, but because East lives down there, and I gotta worry about the people of Puerto Rico and everything, but and that's it, but summer is coming, hurricane season is coming, and warm weather is coming too, but we'll talk about that later. But anyway, right now, on this Easter Sunday, once again, happy Easter to everybody. I hope you have a great day and have a great meal. Be safe and be well with your loved ones, and just enjoy a great Easter holiday. The day our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ the Lord, was risen from the dead. It's Resurrection Sunday. He rose from the dead. And that's it. So, we got that, and then we start April tomorrow with a garbage holiday. Not even a holiday, that garbage day of fools. But I'm not caring about it. It's just another day for me. And I'm going to go to work and do what I got to do. And then, I'll be pretty much on my break after this video is up. So, by the time you see this video, I'll be on my break. So, and like I said, I'll be back probably in about a week and a half. So I'm going to take a little break. Not a long break, but that's in July. The long break will be in July. About another week, maybe 2 weeks at most. But that's late July, going into August. And then August, like probably the middle of August, I'll take another mini break, like another week-long break, just for the summer to get enjoy the summer, because I want to get away. I want to fly away, like Lenny Kravitz once sang. A great man he is. Might be in the Hall of Fame, the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Speaking of that, I looked at the latest poll. Well, the last time I checked, Peter Frampton is leading. How? I mean, Ozzy was leading the whole time. Now it's actually not Peter Frampton. Dave Matthews Band? What? Now Ozzy's like number 3 and number 4 on the ballot now? I mean, come on. I mean, Dave Matthews Band, great band. Not gonna say anything bad about that, but Ozzy has to be the number 1 guy on the ballot. Come on now. I know he's got a little bit of competition with Peter Frampton and the Dave Matthews Band, and Jane's Addiction is on, but they're not getting a lot of votes. I mean, Lenny Kravitz, yeah, he's getting a lot, but so Ozzy's got competition, but please, I think the ballot, I think the voting ends, I think this week or the week after that. Then the actual nominations will be announced probably by the end of April. So hopefully we get Ozzy in, because he needs to be in. Solo, he should have been in years ago, but finally now he's going to actually get in. As a solo artist, it's way past 25 years since Blizzard of Oz came out. That's like 30 some odd years ago, 40 years ago, I think. But I think it came out in 80, what year did it come out? 81, 80, I think around 81, 82. So it's been about 40 some odd years since Blizzard of Oz came out. And usually with the the Rock and Roll Hall of Shame, if your first album came out 25 years ago, you will be on the ballot. If you get on the ballot, that is. But so we got that. Jane's Addiction is on. Oasis is on. That's nice. But Ozzy has to get in. He has to get in. And if he doesn't, we're gonna riot. I will be hellaciously ripping apart the Rock and Roll Hall of Shame. As much as I've done before. But this rant, forget it. So please go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame website and vote for Ozzy. And that's it. And we'll see what happens with that. For those of you asking, In This Moment album didn't come out until 2006. So 2031, they may be on the ballot for the first time. Because Beautiful Tragedy came out, I believe, in 2006. Yeah, 2006. So 25 years later, 2031, we'll see maybe In This Moment on the ballot for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. But then again, maybe later than that, but who knows? Who knows? But maybe about 7 to 15 years from now, In This Moment will be in the Hall of Fame. Will I go to Cleveland to the Rock and Roll Hall of Shame Museum to get that picture? No. I'm not going there. If I do go there, I'm just gonna piss on the fucking place, because I don't care about the Rock and Roll Hall of Shame. It's just ridiculous how the people that run that shit, the voting is just, it should be in the fans' hands, not the musicians. I know it's musicians, but, yeah, I understand that, but the fan voting should be for the fans, and that's what they're doing now, but if the Dave Matthews Band is leading the fan poll, with Ozzy and Lenny Kravitz, like, fighting for number 2 and 3 with Peter Frampton, come on now. There's certain bands that should be in. Ozzy's one of them. Iron Maiden, anyone? It took how many years for Kiss to get in? And Eddie Trunk's still mad at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for that. For, like, bands that he likes, like UFO and, other bands, that are not in. But Kiss finally got in a few years ago, but it took a long time to get in. Long time. Def Leppard's in, Pink Floyd is in, that's great. Black Sabbath's in. Bon Jovi is in, I believe. some of them 80s bands are in, which is great. Because the 80s are the greatest decade in the world. But we move on. Alright, not about that song. Let's get into wrestling. And, that's that. Alright, so on this Easter Sunday, it is time, ladies and gentlemen, for your AEW Collision review for last night, March the 30th, 2024. And we are emanating from the Budweiser Gardens Arena. I don't know if they were selling Budweiser that night, but anyway, from the Budweiser Gardens Arena in London, Ontario, Canada. And our commentary team, a little bit different this week. Tony Baloney Schiavone, who is not on Rampage, because his precious dog died a couple days ago, so my thoughts and condolences go out to Tony Schiavone and his family, losing, a member of the family, because pets are like family to you. I mean, I got the wrestling cat, 11 years old. I think she just hit 11 years old, so I gotta take her to the vet next week for a simple blood test. So hopefully it comes out good, and wrestling cat still chirpy as always, right? Wrestling cat. She's adorable. And we got that. So yeah, gotta take her to the vet next week, and hopefully everything comes out good with the blood test, and see what happens from there. But yeah, my condolences go out to my good friend Tony Baloney Schiavone, and that's why he wasn't on Rampage, because he's been everywhere. On Dynamite, he's on Rampage, he's on Collision, he's on pay-per-view. He's doing the Control Center every once in a while. He's a man of many hats, as they say. Alright, so we got Tony Baloney Schiavone, the man from England, Nigel McGuinness, me love, and from Ring of Honor, Ian Riccaboni. So, we got that. And I'd rather have Nigel and Ian Riccaboni on commentary for Collision. So, that's just me. Because, how the whole thing with Ian Riccaboni and Kevin Kelly, that's a story for another time. But it is what it is. Alright, let's get into the show. It was a pretty damn good show. The beginning was great. Ending was okay with a 6-man tag between The Righteous and Lance Archer taking on Bryan Danielson, Claudio Castagnoli, and Katsuyori Shibata in the main event. Did get a little scare from Ricky Starks, like I mentioned last night. There was an update from Ricky on his Instagram page, and he said he's doing great. He did all the it was a precautionary thing because he might have hurt his neck, but he's doing good. Might be taking a little bit of time off for now, but he'll be back. So it could have been a lot worse for Ricky Starks, but that's why they kind of. I'll get to the match, they kind of did an audible near the end of the match, because there was near the end, Ricky kind of looked a little bit off. So, maybe it was vertigo, maybe, I don't know what it was, but it could have been a lot serious than what it originally looked like it was, but we'll get to that in a minute. Alright, so we start off the show with, hey kids, it's Edge, Adam Copeland for his TNT Open Challenge. The Cope Open is back. The fans in Ontario love the guy. He's like, I'm done with Christian Cage after that hellacious I Quit match last week. And now it's time for the title to be on the line. So he's like, anybody in the back, get your butt out here and answer my challenge. So who should come out and challenge Mr. Adam Copeland for his belt? And it is... woo woo woo, you know it, Matt Cardona. What? So he comes out, and he was on TNA this past Thursday with Steph DeLander, who beat who she beat? Rosemary. Still makes me mad. In that 8-4-1 match on Impact. So we get that. I think Steph DeLander got a title shot against Jordan Grace coming up at rebellion. I could be wrong on that, but in any case, yeah, Seth Delander, you're gonna get your receipt pretty soon from Rosemary. So we got that. But yeah, Matt Cardona came in and to TNA, and then next thing we know, 2 days later, he's on freaking Collision, and he's coming out, and everybody's like, what? And yes, he's still in GCW. I think he has a belt. I don't know if it's the belt, not the... I don't think it's the world title, but he has some type of belt with him. And nobody cares. He's a wannabe hardcore guy. He still feels my good buddy Mikey Mittens, but it is what it is. Anyway, but Matt Cardona comes out to face Edge, Adam Copeland, for the TNT title, and this match was a banger. 13.5-minute match. And, sort of with, some mat wrestling, and then Tony Schiavone runs down the rest of the card, even though he could have done that earlier, but it is what it is. And then, Copeland goes for the Impaler on the apron. It gets blocked with a rake to the eyes. And then Cardona starts beating the crap out of Edge. And then he hits his version of the Impaler for a near fall. Goes for the radio silence. The Rough Rider gets countered into a buckle bomb. And then a sit-out powerbomb gives Edge a near fall. Goes for the spear, but gets countered into the Rough Rider by Mr. Matt Cardona. And we had to hold our breaths because Matt Cardona almost won the TNT title. And Edge kicked out at 2.999999995. And then Cardona tries to go for the spear. And then Edge counters into his own spear. Goes for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Still your TNT champion in 13.5 minutes. Adam Copeland. And very good match. I gave it 4.25 out of 5 stars, which is a rarity for a Matt Cardona match. But, you know, former Edge heads, well, Cardona and Kurt Hawkins, you know, remember him, Brian Myers, formerly part of the Edge heads way back in the day. So, good match. I never thought I would give this match, an Edge versus Matt Cardona match, 4.25 out of 5 stars. And who knew that Edge and Matt Cardona would put on a banger? Who knew? But great match to start the show. And we get that. So Edge retains, and then the lights go out, and you know who's coming, and not Sabu, but the House of Black would usually come out. So the lights come back on. Malachi Black is in the ring. I'm like, ooh. Edge versus Malachi Black at Dynasty? But Malachi just stands there, and he's drooling with the black gook in his mouth. And then Buddy Matthews jumps Edge from behind. So it's like a 2-on-1 beatdown, and then the funky chicken himself, Mark Briscoe, comes out, but he gets beat up. And then Eddie Kingston, the current Ring of Honor World Champion, runs in for the save. And then there's a big standoff, like a 3-on-2 standoff. And then the lights go out again. And then they come back on. The House of Black are gone. That's it. And then commentary hyped up Mark Briscoe and Eddie Kingston in Philly for the Ring of Honor World title at Supercard of Honor this Friday night. Hopefully Mark wins. It's pretty much 11 years ago that his brother, the man upstairs, Jay Briscoe, reached for the sky, boy. You know, he won the title from my boy Kevin Steen at Supercard of Honor 7. So this is Supercard of Honor, I believe, 17 or 18. So lightning could strike again, and Mark Briscoe wins the world title from Eddie Kingston, and hopefully he has a long reign like Jay did from 2014 into 2015 when he finally lost because he never got pinned for a whole year, maybe year and a half, and finally lost to Jay Lethal for that title for title match with the TV title, and Jay Lethal won at Best in the World 2015, which I was at. Great match, probably one of my favorite matches of 2015. That's that, so we'll see what happens with that. So hopefully Mark gets the win, finally reaches that brass ring he's been trying to get for 21 years. Pretty much since him and Jay started in Ring of Honor in 2002. So, 20 some odd years in the making. Mark will finally get a title other than the tag team titles. So we got that, and we'll move on with that. But great match to open the show, and we move on. All right, then we go to the back with Lexi Nair, and she's with FTR. Fuck the Revival. Dax the Axe Harwood and Cash Glock Wheeler. Not sure if they're the best tag team in the world anymore, but they want to be the first three-time Ring of Honor tag team champions. I thought you meant AEW, but okay, we'll go there. That means going through the Cinderella team of the Infantry, who they're going to be taking on after the next segment. So we got that. So we'll see what happens with that. So I gave that 2.5 out of 5 stars. And that's it. Alright, then Tony Baloney's in the ring. He brings out Daddy Ass and the Acclaimed with no rap. Because you know what happens there, Max Caster fucking up the rap for the last month or so. So anyway, they come up for a little kitty chat. And Tony Baloney gets right to the point of Bullet Club Gold invading Billy Gunn's home on Rampage on Friday night. Billy's kind of pissed off and says Jay White, the Switchblade, is always bragging about selling out Madison Square Garden, and Billy's like, hey, I've done that so many times, I lost count. Oh, you didn't know? That was a nice little New Age Outlaws DX reference. Nice. So anyway, he challenges Jay White to a match this Wednesday night on Dynamite, and then Max Caster gets on the mic and he's pissed. He says the Acclaimed and the Ass Boys are going to stay in the back, kind of makes a deal with them. It's like, let's just, we're not going to get involved if you don't get involved. That's not going to happen. Anyway, then Anthony Bowen says, I can't blame Jay White for being a coward and running from Billy's wife, because she looks like she's like 30, 40 years old, and Billy's like near 60. But anyway. So he says, I can't blame Jay for running from Billy's wife because she would have slapped the hair off his face. He said pubes. Okay. And basically saying they're ready for Bullet Club and to retain the AEW Trios Championship, which should not be unified with the Ring of Honor 6-man tag team belts. Should not. But they're going to do it probably at Dynasty. What are you going to do? That's that. Alright, so I gave that 3 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Alright, after that, we go to the right side of the bracket for the tag team titles in the quarterfinals. FTR against the Infantry, the captain, Sean Dean and Charlie Bravo, along with Trish Adora at ringside. I think she left after that. Anyway, pretty good match. Back and forth they went. Excuse me. Near the end, there was a little bit of a botch, I think, by Charlie Bravo. There was a little bit of they collided with each other near the end. It was supposed to be the finisher. Cash Wheeler flipped over his partner to set up the Shatter Machine. 1, 2, 3. So FTR moves on, and they will face the winner of the next match, which was no, who are they facing? I thought I wrote it down. Top Flight and Big Cass and Ricky Starks. So we got that. So FTR is in the semis, and match was good, but the botch near the end kind of dropped the rating for me a little bit. But still, 3.25 out of 5 stars, and that's it. Let me move on. Alright, then we go to the back. Big Cass and Ricky Starks aren't looking past Top Flight, but they're really not worried about that. They've beaten FTR before, so they can do it again and prove just how great of a tag team they are and become two-time AEW Tag Team Champions. So we'll see what happens with that. Alright, after the break, we come back. We have Edge, Eddie Kingston, and Mark Briscoe challenging the House of Black to a 6-person tag team match at Dynasty. And then Mark Briscoe's is down with that, but wants a dogfight between him and Eddie at Supercard of Honor. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to see blood in that match, but we'll see. And then Eddie's ready to make the house spit up blood and teeth. Ugh, nasty. And we get that. And we move on. Alright, so I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. Alright, then we go to your quickie match of the night. We got Kyle O'Reilly Auto Parts taking on J.D. Drake. And we get that. 2.5 minute match. Kyle wins again with the cross arm breaker, making J.D. Drake tap out. And that's it. Match I gave 2.5 out of 5 stars. And then after the match, the Undisputed Kingdom of Roddy and Matt Taven and Mike Bennett, they come out once again. They pick up Kyle like he won the world title, prancing around, hugging him. Everybody's fine. And he's still, like last week, he went along with it. But then the interviews is like, I want to, he's asked about, if he's going to get back with Roddy, Adam Cole, Baby, and the Kingdom. And he's like, well, I don't know. I just want to do things by myself. But then you're hugging them at the end of the match. I'm like, make up your mind here, Kyle. Come on. For the love of God, make up your mind. Are you going to join them or are you going to not? Are you not? You're still good friends with, Adam Cole, Baby. He hates you, but it is what it is. But we got that. So we'll see what happens with O'Reilly and the Undisputed Kingdom. We got that. It is what it is. Adam Cole's out of his walking boot. He's on the road to recovery. So it's only a matter of time before we see Adam Cole, Baby, in action. He's on Twitch right now, so if you want to go to his Twitch channel, go see him. Go watch him on the Chugs channel. I know that's that. Playing Final Fantasy VII Rebirth right now. So go watch it. And that's it. Alright, so after that, we got a preview of Powerhouse, Will Hobbs, taking on another Will Ocean Spray. They're going to fight in a battle of wills on Dynamite. Should be a good match. Not going to be a banger, because Ocean Spray's matches are always bangers, but, this is going to be a little bit of a tough test for Mr. Ocean Spray on his road to Dynasty against Bryan Danielson. So we got that. We'll move on. Alright, then we get to Big Cass and Ricky Starks taking on Darius and Dante Martin of Top Flight. And like I said, with this match, a little bit of an audible as we get a Pele kick out of the corner, catches Ricky, and we get a roll-up, gets a near fall, even though Ricky looked like he might have got a concussion, because he looked like legit got knocked out. And the referee's like, 1, 2, Ricky's not moving. I'm like, why didn't you just stop the match to find out what was going on with Ricky? I didn't get that. So anyway, Darius uses Dante as a launch pad with a Tornado DDT on Ricky, who still looked like he was out of it. And then, 10 seconds after Ricky looked like he got legit knocked out, the match ends. So they kind of went with looked like not a screw job per se, but a screwy ending, like an audible. I think Ricky and Big Cass were supposed to win the match, but I guess after Ricky got knocked out, I guess the referee, maybe Tony Khan, was in the referee's ear, and he said, go to finish, and then the referee, I think it was Stefan, told Top Flight, pin him. That's it. So, kind of a weird ending. And I gave the match 2.5 out of 5 stars. So Top Flight will be taking on FTR in the semis this week on Dynamite. And the winners of that faces either the Bucks or the Best Friends at Dynasty for the vacant AEW tag team titles. And we got that. But at least Ricky Starks is okay. He did go on Instagram and tell the fans that he is okay. He did all the tests and everything came out good. So it's going to take a little bit of time off. And like I said, maybe he just got knocked the F out. Maybe he had a concussion. So maybe that's why they kind of, after the match, Doc Samson comes in with the referee. And they're looking at Ricky. And then it was like, what the hell happened? But I'm thinking Ricky got legit knocked out. Like, he got a concussion. At least. Because he's had a problem with his neck. And everybody thought that DDT... looked kind of awkward, and he might have landed on his neck, and maybe got a stinger, or maybe broke his neck, but thankfully he left under his own power, per se, and then passed the test, and he's fine. So that's good. Good news for Ricky Starks. And that's that. Alright, then we move on with that. Alright, then we hear from the fallen angel Christopher Daniels, who wants a match with Malachi Black this Friday night on Rampage. And he said, we're going to do it in London, Ontario, Canada. So I'm like, wait a minute. Did they tape 2 episodes of Rampage? I thought Rampage was going to be in Worcester, Mass this week. So either Daniels botched his line. Oh, I don't know. Or maybe it was taped and we didn't, I don't know. Maybe it was taped and lost for time. I don't know. So, yeah, but we're going to see Daniels and Malachi Black on Rampage. Man, I don't care. We get that. Alright, then we go to the death slot with the women. We have Lady Frost taking on Thunder Rosa. Yay! Under 9 minutes match. Say that 5 times fast. Thunder Rosa gets the win after a backstabber sets up the Tijuana bomb. What Tijuana bomb? It's Tijuana. So she hits that with the fire thunder bomb, which is really called, but it is what it is. So Thunder Rosa gets the win, and we get that, and she'll be taking on the beautiful Mariah May this Wednesday night on the program, and the winner faces Timeless Toni Storm at Dynasty for the AEW Women's Championship. And, we're gonna get to that segment in a second. After the match, Thunder Rosa shouts at the camera, demands respect from Toni Storm. That's it. Speaking of Toni Storm, she's in the back, cutting a promo with Mariah May and Luther. And, Toni got told that next week it's Thunder Rosa versus Mariah May for a title shot at Dynasty. And she's like, oh, that's good, my plan worked perfectly. And then she turns to Mariah May and asks if this is what she's been planning all along. He's like, darling, I love you. Mwah! Kissed her on the lips. I was like, oh my. And then says, you're a genius. And then Tony's like, I see myself in you, and I love me. Awkward. And he says, what do you think about that, eh? Lightning Daffodil? I think she meant Lexi Nair. I don't know who she was talking to. And then she does her line, chin up, tits out, watch for the shoe. And yes, she did grab Mariah May's boobs at the same time doing that. Crazy. You see a little bit of lesbian action there. I think a lot of us men who were watching that segment were all chubbed up, if you know what I mean. And Luther, Luther looks at Lexi, he's like repulsive. Then he looks at the camera like, he's one of those like ha ha. Like, oh, I like that. I want to get involved. Don't we all want to get involved with that, Luther? We all want to have a 3-way with Toni Storm and Mariah May. We all do, but we can't. And that's it. So I gave that 3 out of 5 stars. That's it. Alright, then we get a rundown of what's coming up on Dynamite. That. Then before the main event, we get a video on Will Ocean Spray. Alright, so we get that. Then we move on. Alright, then we go to the main event. 6-man tag team match. The Blackpool Cuck Club of Bryan Danielson and Claudio Castagnoli teaming up with Katsuyori Shibata, taking on Lance Archer and the Righteous of Vincent and Dutch. Was a decent match. Nothing to write home about. The Blackpool Cuck Club and Katsuyori Shibata get the win. After a lot of craziness near the end, Claudio grabbed the sharpshooter on, I believe it was Lance Archer. The Righteous hit Bryan Danielson with Autumn Sunshine. Really, they changed it. It changes name every week. Orange Sunshine hits Danielson. Shibata makes the quick save. Archer then chokeslams Claudio, and then Vincent tries for a swanton and hits it for a near fall. Shibata then suplexes Vincent. Dutch breaks up a cross armbreaker attempt, and then Shibata puts Vincent to sleep with the sleeper. Then he hits the penalty kick. It was good. And 1, 2, 3, Shibata and the Blackpool Cuck Club get the win in under 17 minutes to end the show. Match was okay, 2.5 out of 5 stars, and that's pretty much it for this edition of Collision. And that's it. Alright, so that is it for my review. Thank you all for watching. Collision was pretty good. I gave it 7 out of 10 stars. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments section. Don't forget to share the video all over the internet. Tap that bell, turn on all notifications so you don't miss the next video. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel and my other channels as well. Show your love and support. And that's pretty much it. Alright guys, I gotta get out of here. I gotta hop in the shower real quick and then get dressed and then be on my merry way to have Easter dinner with the family and the missus, of course. She's getting out of the shower soon, so I gotta get in. That sounds weird. But, in any case, happy Easter to everybody. I hope you have a great day. And, you know, the end of March is here, and then we start April tomorrow. And, hopefully everybody has a great start to the week. Back to work, back to school for you kiddies out there, unless you have off. But you're lucky. And, that's it. Alright, so we got that. So, WrestleMania week has started. Raw tomorrow night from the Barclays Center. Should be a great show. I will be live tweeting on Twitter for that. And most of the week I'll be on and off social media as well as YouTube. So we got that. So we'll move on with that. But in any case, thanks for watching. And have a great Easter holiday, everybody. I will be back in about a week or so. So no reviews this week. Predictions for WrestleMania, Supercard of Honor, and NXT will be on my Twitter page later this coming week. So check that out. Link to my Twitter is down below. So you can check that out for your predictions and everything. And that's pretty much it. Alright guys, I gotta go. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in about a week or so. But until next time, happy Easter. And enjoy it. Be well. Stay safe. And I'll see you guys again soon. But until then, peace.